Hey Cowboys Nation, what's up? And welcome back to the channel where we cover everything Dallas Cowboys, from roster moves to sideline drama and beyond. Today's story is not just any offseason headline, it's a bombshell, a turning point, a reunion years in the making. You read the title right. Amari Cooper has officially been spotted at Cowboys headquarters in Frisco, Texas. Yes, the star, and from everything we're hearing and seeing, all signs point to a brand new 4-year deal in the works. That's right, the same Amari Cooper who electrified the Cowboys offense just a few years ago, who had that immediate impact after being traded from the Raiders mid-season back in 2018, is now potentially suiting up in the navy, silver, and white once again. This news has got the fanbase buzzing, insiders scrambling for confirmation, and players quietly nodding their approval behind the scenes. And today, we're diving into the full breakdown of what this potential signing means, how we got here, what this does for Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and the Cowboys' offensive strategy, and why this reunion is not just a nice story, it might be exactly what this team needs to push for that elusive 6th Super Bowl. Now for those newer to the Cowboys or who may have lost track of Amari's journey, let's rewind a bit. Cooper entered the league in 2015 as the 4th overall pick, selected by the then Oakland Raiders out of Alabama, where he was a unanimous All-American and the Biletnikoff Award winner. He made an immediate impact in the NFL, putting up back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons in his first 2 years and earning Pro Bowl honors both times. But by 2018, things had cooled off a bit in Oakland, and Dallas, desperate for a WR1 after the departure of Dez Bryant and struggling to generate offense, stepped in and traded a first-round pick to acquire him. That move paid off almost instantly. Cooper exploded onto the scene in Big D, recording 217 receiving yards in a single game against the Eagles just weeks after the trade and completely revitalizing Dak Prescott's passing game. Over the next few seasons, Cooper was a consistent performer, racking up yardage, catching crucial third-down passes, and drawing double coverage that helped open up the offense for guys like Michael Gallup and later CeeDee Lamb. His 2020 contract, 5 years, $100 million, cemented him as a foundational piece for the team, but with the Cowboys facing serious salary cap issues heading into 2022, they made the controversial decision to trade him to the Cleveland Browns for a mere 5th-round pick. That move didn't sit well with many fans and analysts, who saw it as a short-sighted way to get under the cap, especially considering Cooper's production was still elite and his presence in the locker room was rock solid. In Cleveland, Amari didn't miss a beat. He quickly established himself as their top receiver, posting 2 straight 1,000-yard seasons and continuing to show off his elite route running ability, sure hands, and field awareness. Even as the Browns cycled through quarterbacks and dealt with internal instability, Cooper was the steady veteran presence who kept the offense moving. Then came a short stint with the Buffalo Bills last season where, despite limited time, he still put up respectable numbers and gave Josh Allen another reliable option in key moments. But it was clear his time in Buffalo was more about filling a temporary need. There was always a feeling that Cooper's story with the Cowboys wasn't finished. And now, we're seeing that chapter potentially opening back up again. The fact that Cooper was spotted at the Star, meeting with staff, smiling for cameras, and spending time behind closed doors with key personnel, it doesn't take a genius to read between the lines. Sources close to the team are saying the two sides have been in talks for several weeks now, ironing out the structure of the deal. From what's been leaked, the numbers look like a 4-year contract, likely in the $11 to $14 million per year range, with performance-based incentives and maybe even a team option in year 4. That kind of deal makes sense for both sides. For Dallas, they get a known commodity, someone who already has chemistry with Doc and familiarity with Mike McCarthy's offensive system. For Cooper, it's a return to a city he loves, a quarterback he trusts, and a fanbase that never stopped believing in him. So let's talk about the fit. This move is massive for Dak Prescott, who now gets to throw to one of the best route runners in the league again. With CeeDee Lamb ascending to a true WR1 and George Pickens adding explosiveness to the lineup, Cooper would slot in perfectly as the possession receiver who moves the chains and makes contested catches in traffic. He also brings much-needed balance to the offense. Think about it, with Cooper on one side, Lamb on the other, and Pickens in the slot or running go routes, defenses can't afford to double any one guy. And when you add in Jake Ferguson at tight end and the potential of a healthy backfield, this offense suddenly looks like one of the most dangerous in the NFL. Cooper's presence would also help Doc in terms of pre-snap reads. He's a cerebral player who understands spacing and timing and can make adjustments on the fly. That level of football IQ is rare, and it's invaluable for a quarterback who needs to feel confident his receiver will be in the right spot at the right time. And let's not forget, Cooper had great chemistry with Doc, something you can't just manufacture overnight. From a locker room standpoint, Cooper's return also brings leadership and experience. He's a quiet, no-nonsense guy, but his work ethic is elite. Younger players like Jalen Tolbert and Jalen Brooks will benefit tremendously just by watching how he prepares, how he runs routes in practice, and how he handles himself on and off the field. That kind of mentorship can elevate an entire position group. And let's not ignore the emotional side of this. Cooper has always said he loved being in Dallas. He liked the organization, respected the coaching staff, and had a great relationship with Doc and other key players. When he left, there wasn't any bitterness, just unfinished business. This return isn't just about X's and O's. It's about coming home, about trying to finish what he started and finally help this team get over the playoff hump. Now, from a cap perspective, the Cowboys are in decent shape. They've managed their money better in recent years, and they'll have room to absorb Cooper's deal, especially if it's structured smartly. The first year could have a lower base salary with bonuses tied to performance and playtime. Jerry Jones knows how to make deals work when he really wants to. And make no mistake, this is one he wants. He's always had a soft spot for Cooper and views him as a Cowboys guy through and through. That's not just PR talk. Cooper embodies what Jerry looks for: professionalism, consistency, and star power without the drama. And that's crucial as the team looks to make another serious Super Bowl push in a conference where the 49ers, Eagles, and Lions are all looking dangerous. As far as fan reaction, the internet is already buzzing. Twitter is filled with GIFs of Cooper highlights, fans saying he's back, and old 19 jerseys getting dusted off. It's the kind of feel-good story that lifts a fanbase, and after a rollercoaster 2024 season, Cowboys Nation could use something to rally around. Of course, not everyone is thrilled. Some critics say Cooper is past his prime or that the team should be focused on younger talent. But if you actually watch the tape, it's clear Cooper hasn't lost a step. He's still creating separation, still reliable in tight windows, and still beating corners off the line. The numbers back it up too. His catch rate, yards per route run, and contested catch percentage were all near the top of the league among WRs with at least 75 targets. He's not a flashy diva wideout, but he gets the job done, and when the lights are brightest, he shows up. That's the kind of player you need in January. So now the big question becomes, what's next? If this deal gets finalized in the coming days, Cooper will report to training camp with a chance to get reintegrated into the offense quickly. McCarthy and offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer will likely keep his route tree simple early on slants, digs, outs, back shoulders, but Cooper knows the playbook, and it won't take long for him to be a full go. And come week 1, if he's healthy, don't be surprised if he's out there catching Doc's first touchdown pass of the season. It's a storybook reunion in the making, but more importantly, it's a smart football decision. The Cowboys' offense needs balance, maturity, and precision. Cooper brings all three. And if everything clicks, we could be looking back at this move as the moment Dallas tipped the scales back in its favor. So what do you think? Is this the right move at the right time? Does Cooper still have enough juice to help lead this team to a championship? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's chop it up below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more breaking Cowboys news, and as always, stay true to the star. Until next time, go Cowboys.